if they are making a change in their prediction, it's likely that this is affecting all the financial world. So what we're seeing is and we're waiting to get live.
That's a sign you're live, man.
Catching! Welcome to this week's Catching Up with Joachim and myself, Bernie. So this week we're taking a look in the stocks world, then we're catching up in the crypto world, and finally we're taking a look on our investment pie. And today is investing time again, so we will invest in our pie. So anything from your side at the beginning, Joachim?
Let's go. Let's rock this world. Investing is the only way for you to keep up with what's happening in the economic world with the finances. There's a lot of economic uncertainty. Our economy is battled from several fronts: increasing prices, inflation going up, increasing interest rates. And how do we keep up with this? We need multiple income streams, and that is why investing is so powerful. It's all about shifting that focus from how do you bring in more money to how do you bring in more assets, because assets grow in value. We have a proven strategy, simple step-by-step approach, so you can get the confidence and skill set to make an income from this. So I'm glad you're here because you are investing in yourself. So let's rock it, Bernie.
All right, so we're diving in right into the topics. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, cuts the global growth forecasts by 0.8 and 0.2% compared to the GDP that was forecasted in 2023. So what does it all mean? The International Monetary Fund is always making predictions. So they are assuming our economy is growing this and that far and big and fast or slow. They're making assumptions. And then based on those assumptions, many people are acting in a financial world. So people are buying stocks because they're expecting companies to grow big or to not grow big. So, and the International Monetary Fund, if they are making a change in their prediction, it's likely that this is affecting all the financial world. So what we're seeing is the IMF has cut down their forecasts due to the Russia-Ukraine war, the conflict, and they say that the global economy will suffer from that, even though Ukraine is suffering like I think 25% will be their GDP lower than in the past years. So same goes for Russia, and all the supply chains will be affected. So production of commodities will be affected. Wheat, for example, Russia and Ukraine are big wheat producers for the whole world. Oil, gas. So this will affect all of the markets, the financial world. So how is this relating to us as investors? It's relating to the companies that we want to invest in, and as we see, sometimes the development is contrary to what we're expecting. So the Dow Jones gains 300 points. That means 300 steps in the chart, in the price chart. And because we have seen some earnings, and the earnings have been surprisingly good. For example, Johnson & Johnson, they issued their earnings. So companies are reporting their earnings on a frequent basis, some a quarterly or a yearly basis. They are saying our revenue, our profits has been this and that high, our business is going this and that well, or not this and that well. So that's what we're seeing. And we have earning season. So earning seasons for the quarter now is starting, and many companies are starting to publish their numbers. And this is also affecting the financial world. So all the trades that we're experiencing are affected, all the charts. And yeah, let me give you a short look into the charts. This is my weekly catching up list. So I'm working it down from top to bottom to get an overview of the current market situation. First, I'm starting with the S&P 500 index. And as you can see, I try always to make some scenarios. I'm trying to make predictions, and according to the predictions, I'm acting. So this here, I was assuming that we are reaching this level, but it seems that we have touched this level. So one level above. And now let's see this.
Bernie, you cut for a moment. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat the last part, please, Bernie?
Yeah, so it seems that, so this was my previous prediction. And it seems that we have bounced back from this here. So the move wasn't going that far. And it's likely that we're seeing now the up move that's predicted here, but you never know. So it gives me an overview of the overall market mood. Then we have the Nasdaq. This is the 100.
You're cutting again. You're cutting again.
Yeah,
so you have to repeat that, please.
Wait a second. So it seems someone is has interrupted my internet. So the Nasdaq 100 is consisting of 100 companies from 100 tech companies, and again we have reached here the level that was predicted, and now let's see where we are heading here. So what's the overall market mood? It seems that I would say it's friendly. The German.
Is that good news for those that are invested? What about those that haven't yet invested, Bernie?
So those that are invested, I would say don't panic, because we have seen the prices are going above the previous high here. And what about what's up with all those high scenarios? So that's something we're covering in our programs. So you will learn how to build, how to find a high, and what's the meaning of highs and so on. So this is something, some deeper knowledge that we're working on here. And but basically we can say if the new high is higher than the previous high, that means it's a positive scenario. So that means it could be that we are seeing here a turnaround, at least short term, and this may offer us good opportunities. And for all those that are invested, just stay in, if I'm invested in something in the tech sector, I would stay just invested and wait what's happening, because we're still in a finding phase. So same goes for the DAX, the German index. It's basically going sideways. Sideways in short term means so there is no up and down significantly, and giving me no real direction. What about gold? So I'm running really quickly through all those. Gold as well, some kind of sideways, although it's according to our last week's assumption, it's now going higher. So that I would say, even though we are down today 1.2%, I would say still positive in gold, and same goes for silver. I would say it's still positive here. So what's significant is the US government bonds yield rate, because the yield rate is growing and growing and growing. And that means tech companies, so that we see in the Nasdaq 100, their growth will be limited, because growth is mostly based on fresh money, on external money, OPM, other people's money, so usually from banks or investors. And if you're borrowing money from someone, they want to get some interest for that. And the higher the bond yield interest rate is, the higher it will be to the interest rate will be that you have to pay back for your loan. So growth means money from external money, and if you borrow money and the interest rate raises, that means your profits are getting lower. And this is what we're seeing with tech companies, mostly because they have a high growth rate and are highly in debt. So what
are you
else?
saying? It's good times to be lending out money. Is that what I'm hearing?
It's good times to be a lender. It becomes a good time now, yeah, because you're getting. I wouldn't say you are getting 2.9%, but you can take this as a benchmark, that it's going up and up and up, and you can see starting from March, we are up now 71% in the interest rate. So that's really significant.
Yeah, that's significant, and it affects you and I as consumers as well. Everything around us is getting more expensive.
Absolutely, yeah. So everything is getting more expensive. It affects us all, and the interest rate affects especially growth stocks, again, companies. If you want to get into value companies, then the probability is lower that, no, let me say it like this. If the yield rate is going up, many people are just going into value companies. So companies that are owning assets and that they have a low debt, because it's called like a safe haven to invest in low debt companies. So this is why many people are, if the interest rates are hiking, why they are moving into value companies. So yeah, that's basically it from my side. Yeah, here we have one more thing, the producer price index. So how is the producer prices, how are they developing in general for the producers of goods and services, and the United States Consumer Price Index, which is also significant. So here we also have seen a raise by 12.5% since January, so since the beginning of the year, I would say. Also very significant because Consumer Price Index tells us, wait, I have to share my screen to show it to you. So this is the Consumer Price Index, and it was going up here since the beginning of the year by 12.5%. And this means the prices that you are spending in the store, if you're buying some groceries, if you are buying your energy, those prices, they are going up significantly. So this was a short update from the stocks world. Joachim, I'm throwing the ball to you.
It's amazing, Bernie. Thanks for sharing this update. What it means to you is keeping yourself updated with what's going on helps you take action and apply simple proven ways. And we're going to look into the PI strategy. We ran a 5-day challenge earlier to teach this strategy. You get an update of that in a moment. And we have that is exactly why we're here, to share what's going on. So yeah, you can take advantage of the opportunities to apply simple ways. Investing is a lot simpler than most people think. You need a proven formula, a step-by-step approach to tell you what to do. And the crypto world is also a place where there's so many opportunities. And what's been happening like the past 4 months is kind of like a blessing in disguise, because price has been going down since late November, and that means it's a lot of these cryptos are on a sale, and we can buy them at a lower price. And we see that crypto starts to get some momentum, like Bitcoin is going up and down. that's natural. So it's kind of like a roller coaster. However, it do move in an upward trend, and that is great. So we would call that a channel, and it's keeping itself in a channel. So it means, okay, price is going up, and the next time it goes down, it doesn't go down as far as last time. It stops at a higher price level, and then it goes back up, and it goes higher than the previous time it was at the top of the ride. And it continues this way, so that price over time actually goes up. Now, if it breaks out of this current upward trend, could easily see a drop of 25%. If not, yeah, we'll continue over the long term. We will most likely see Bitcoin at some time coming back to the previous all-time high, $69,000. That means it's quite cheap now, resting around 41,000 at the time of this recording. So, and the reason why there's so many opportunities is like Emirates, the Emirates airline, they recently announced that they're gonna launch their own NFT. NFT is short for non-fungible tokens. It is digital art, and they're gonna launch this and also metaverse projects. So metaverse is the virtual world from the Meta company, previously known as Facebook. Other great news, while crypto is like getting some traction, getting some positive news, helping the prices going back up, is that AMC Theaters, they have in their mobile app, they now accept some cryptos as payment. So that is AMC Theaters now accepting crypto as payment. And there are projects that really believe in crypto that are investing, and some are creating a token, and they secure the value by holding Bitcoin. Bernie just talked about like value companies that invest in other assets, things that grow in value. And there is also a company, the Luna Foundation, and they have bought in total 42,530 Bitcoin. It has a total value of $1.72 billion US. It's quite some amounts that some projects invest into crypto to really drive their own projects. The second largest crypto, Ethereum, they are running tests these days to do a transition into the new version to make Ethereum faster, to make it cheaper, more reliable, more convenient to use. That means we will see more applications being developed and getting it also more environment friendly, because they're going to shift the algorithm that kind of operate the blockchain. So they go from what's known as proof of work to proof of stake. Is going to make sure that Ethereum uses a lot less energy, and that's going to help the reputation as well. I know there are many people asking us these days, like, if I want like a more environment friendly crypto to invest in, like, where do I go? Like, what can I look into? So these are positive news. So Ethereum expect to be able to be finished with all these upgrades by late summer this year, and it's going to help the crypto world and the reputation. So there are many opportunities, and it's not too late. The earlier you get in, the more time you have on your side, and the more your money can grow and work for you, so that you can create an income and enjoy having a portfolio, having assets, having investments paying for you. That's it from the crypto world today, Bernie.
Wow, that's cool. And if you have any questions concerning cryptos or stocks or our programs, or if you're unsure about anything, or if you believe you cannot do that, then please give us a chance to prove you wrong, because everyone can do it, and we're making it really simple as possible. So if you have any questions, just drop a comment or send us an email to clientcare@kaching.net. We will be happy to answer your questions, or to get you on a one-on-one call where we can answer your questions or see where are you standing, where do you want to go. So now let's
we have
head.
helped, yeah, we
Yep.
have helped women without any experience. We help people without any experience getting the confidence, getting the skills to invest and start making a profit on a consistent basis from investments, coming with no experience. So you can make it too. We know that.
Exactly.
Bernie, what's the last part on today's show, today's update?
So it's the Pi, or from our Pi challenge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, our Pi challenge is on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. So you can find the Pi on how to set up a Pi on Trading 212. What is a Pi? Why should we use a Pi? So you can find all that on our YouTube channel. Just search for Kating Secrets. And yeah, we have our Pi. It is currently down 5.36%, and today is investing time again. So what does that mean? We have here our holdings. So we have here some companies that we have chosen to invest. I would say next week we will add another company, because it's a long time since we have added the last company. But today we want to invest into our Pi. So I'm clicking just on invest into the Pi, and it asks me how much money should be invested. I don't know currently, because first I have to open up the spreadsheet. And remember the value of the Pi currently. So 531.08 is the current value of the company, 531.12. So sometimes it's a little bit going up and down within seconds. That could happen. Now I'm switching over to our spreadsheet. Last time we invested was the 5th of April, and today is the 19th of April 2022. Pi once balance before investing. So this is where we're looking up our Pi balance, which is 531.12. I'm entering this here, 531.12. 531.12, and it tells me it's a loss. So that's why I have to invest the higher amount here. Every time when it goes down, we're investing more. When it goes up, we invest less. So I'm taking 93.75, but we have to have an eye on our cash balance here. So the cash balance also, sometimes we're getting some dividend payments, and our cash balance is also invested then. So I have to add this to the invested money then. So that will be 4 cents more, which equals 79. Good. That's basically it from here. We have 0. This is the cash reserve, is something we have to add later. We don't have any other shares beside our Pi. We don't put in any extra money. So let's head back to the Pi, invest some money. And as you remember, we have to invest 93.79, 93.79. Important here is to choose self-balancing, because then you are automatically taking profits from the companies that you have made profits, and you're buying more from the companies that went down. So confirm the buy. Your request will be processed after the following markets open: London Stock Exchange. So London doesn't have open anymore. That means all the stocks that are in a portfolio from the London Stock Exchange will be purchased another time. Good. And now what I have to check here is the free funds, which is 4344.18. Let's head back. 4344.18. And yeah, that's basically it. Until the next time, the next investment, we are Safe now. Let's head back to the pie challenge. 4969.66. That's our current balance. And that's it basically for this week's pie catching up.
So it's great to invest now when prices overall are down. We get our average price lower. It makes it even easier to make profits once it turns, because the stock market is going up and it's going down, but in the long term, it's all an upward trend, because these businesses, they want to deliver more value to you. And I bet you want a better lifestyle. You buy gadgets, you go traveling, and is this win-win that drives our society forward.
Yes,
and you can tap into the benefits of this development by investing in these companies.
Yeah, and as you can see, I'm very relaxed, even though I'm 4 or 5% down. I don't care, because I know long term it will go up, it will bring me profits. The only thing that we have to keep in mind is don't let take over emotions. So just stay cool, stay calm, get a systemized approach of investing, because this is important. The systemized approach is taking off the possibility to get into emotions, because I know exactly my checklist. I know exactly when to invest, what to invest, how to invest, in what to invest. So this is our system, and the system has just to be executed and followed, and then you will make money. Good. Anything else from your side? Otherwise, Joachim, otherwise, again, if you have any questions, drop us a comment or an email to clientcare@kaching.net. And we wish you an awesome, profitable, great, beautiful, successful, and awesome week. See you next week.
Yeah, comment below, like this video, comment on it, and let us know where you're at. Let's do our move, Bernie.
Yes, ka-ching. See you. Bye-bye.
Please be aware, we are no financial advisors. We do not provide any advice. We only share our experience, and our results are not typical. If we mention any stocks, funds and other type of investments, it is for educational and illustrational purposes only. Most people are unable to achieve similar results to ours. If you want to achieve similar results, you have to commit yourself to systemize, to learn and to stick to the rules.